on? What's going on? Listen, today's live. Today's live is going to be a quick one, people. It's going to be a quick one. Uh, your boy needs to be out of this location here very in a little bit. So I do have a uh, an event to get to. But anyway, that's not the point. The point you're here is because Benjamin Sesko, Newcastle, bid rejected. All right. Simple as that. Newcastle put in a bid, was it what, today? And Newcastle said, nah, buddy, that is not going to work. All right. So RB Leipzig, basically, the report is saying RB Leipzig, this is according to David Ornstein, RB Leipzig view Newcastle's offer for Benjamin Sesko as insufficient. What does that mean? It is ridiculous. Newcastle Football Club proposal of 75 million plus 5 after RB Leipzig asked interested clubs for 75 plus add-ons plus sell-on. All right. So they feel that this bid of 75 plus 5 is insufficient. What? That is crazy. Manchester United pursuit also continues, but no bid yet for the 22-year-old striker, right? This, that is a lot of money. Okay, it is a lot of money, and to hear that it was rejected, I'm like, yo, what are these guys trying to get? What are y'all looking for? It's kind of mad, right? But basically, they said insufficient. They didn't really use the words rejected, but they said it's insufficient, right? People, welcome. And listen, tomorrow it is World Brian MBEUMO Day, right? We're going to see Brian MBEUMO on that field tomorrow, all right, at the Mercedes-Benz Arena, all right? That's where you'll be able to see Brian MBEUMO step on that field for the first time to represent this amazing badge of ours. Guys, listen, today it's going to be a quick one. I'm all dressed up for you guys with a dressed up shirt because I need to be out of here. I have an event to go to. So Uber will be scooping me up in like, half an hour or so. So when I jump out of here, I'll be like, yo, people, peace out. I gotta go and party a little bit. But anyway, welcome everybody. Hope you guys are good. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you're new, I am Luther, and I'm blessed that you guys are here. Thank you so much. I see Southgate in the house. What up? Welcome. AKS 97. Good night, folks. Love is in the house. What's going on, AKS 97? Sesko. Yeah, I saw that Sesko followed United on IG. Yep. First striker since CR7 that could score goals. Interesting. Ciao. What's going on, brother? What's up? I'd rather spend 40 million on Wissa and rest of the money for a midfielder. Facts. I gotta say, when you talk about spending the money well, to spend the money properly, that it will be a good move, right? But again, Wissa is not on our radar, right? Wissa is not on our radar, people. So we can't smash that like, people. AKS 97 it says Mbeumo's playing tomorrow. Let's go. Yes, sir. He'll be on that field tomorrow. People, if you're just joining, David Ornstein reported RB Leipzig view Newcastle's offer for Benjamin Sesko as insufficient. Now, how much did Newcastle bid? They bid 75 million plus 5. All right. Now, this is the amount that RB Leipzig had told everybody, even us, right? What they're looking for. But RB Leipzig wanted 75 plus add-ons plus sell-on, right? Because the sell-on is also, listen, everybody views Sesko as that next big thing when it comes to striker, right? This guy can come to United, and in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, Real Madrid can come and try to say, yo, I want him. So RB Leipzig won that sell-on money. Newcastle apparently did not add that sell-on money. So, sell-on clause. So it could be the stumbling block here, right? But from reports, we see that Newcastle always they were planning to be the first one to bid in, to show their intent, to show that their willingness to get this guy in, right? Because listen, Newcastle, even though we heard yesterday that they turned down like 110 million from 110 million. Listen, they turned down 110 million for. Yeah, they turned down 110 million for our boy Isak. So now, obviously, they turned it down because they didn't have a replacement, right? So they're working hard to get this replacement. That way, Liverpool can come back and say, okay, we'll be willing to get Isak again. Now, reports were saying that Liverpool, they're not going to bid again, but that is fake news, right? Liverpool, Isak is their dream striker. They want to offload Nunez, so most likely they're going to come again. But for now, Newcastle is working hard to find that replacement. All right. So bid rejected, 75 plus 5. What does that mean for United? Does that mean that we would have to bid higher than that? That is absolutely madness, right? That is absolutely madness. So maybe we need to go with 80 plus add-ons. That for like 8, because if they turn down 75 plus 5 for United to go and make this deal happen, we would have to bid higher than that, right? In my understanding. So that is pretty it's pretty mad for a striker who is really unproven, right? We are really rolling the dice here. So that's crazy. Licha, KRK, Isak, let's go. Southgate is saying that I can't believe what doing. They tried postponing the opening La Liga game, but they got rejected. That's interesting. Licha is Isak. Red Saucer, what up? Might be a tough deal to conclude this summer. Typical United, right? Typical United. It is going to be another saga, right? And it could be that's why Arsenal decided not to go with this dude, because RB Leipzig is kind of those, like, it's kind of hard to negotiate, right? So it could be one of those. People, smash that like button. Come on, people. Hit that like button. Easy. Hit it. Let's go. Thank you. Batima, Vasco, 3x1 United in 2000. Let's go. DFG, Newcastle, dunk on United. Not yet, brother. Not yet. Right? Their plan was to always put in the bid early. That way they can show that intent. Man United, according to Fabrizio Romano, the difference between us is we are willing to bid. They were ready. Basically, Newcastle was ready to pay whatever RB Leipzig wanted. But they did that, and still the bid was considered insufficient, which is pretty mad, right? So United, we were waiting for the player to say, hey, I want you, United, right? So that's what they were waiting for. The problem with that is this SESKO cannot really right now say, I want you, United, and then what if he does that and then we fail to come up to an agreement with RB Leipzig, right? And then so pretty much he's now putting himself in a corner. So he's kind of being like, yo, listen, I'm just gonna, I would prefer to go to United, but but he didn't say that. Like, his camp is kind of putting that information out there. But honestly, I see why he's holding off, right? And there were even reports that some Newcastle people fear that Benjamin SESKO is holding out for a move to Manchester United after their bid was rejected. And basically that's what it is. If he hold out for us, which is United, and basically what we're trying to do is not to let this thing linger, right? This, according to Ben Jacobs, was saying that it could be in Newcastle. They're saying like, yo, this guy could be, he's kind of angling to go to United, right? So it's kind of crazy. AKS 37 is saying that 70 plus 25 million in add-ons. Oh my days, that would be ridiculous, right? Henny, are you getting SESKO? Yes, we're getting SESKO. All right, I'm still a believer. We're still getting SESKO. Wait, he's American? What do you mean? Henny, what are you talking about? SESKO is not American, Slovenian, man. All right, Alex Wang, what's going on, brother? But no, Keres was a saga. Yeah, Jokeres was a saga. I really hope this is not. But based on reports, it's not going to be a saga, right? This thing will be resolved in the next couple of days because he has to make a decision, right? He has to make a decision, right? Alex said, I feel like footballers want big clubs, not small. No disrespect to Newcastle. No disrespect to Newcastle. That makes sense, Alex. If you are Benjamin Sheshko, right? You were thinking there like, yo, Newcastle. Here's the thing: I can go to Newcastle, right? And fine, I'm going to play Champions League football. But is Champions League football guaranteed from next season and the season after that and the season after that? Now United, we're trying to get back to Champions League, and when we do, we're gonna stay up there, Sheshko. So I would say come to us, big club and all. One of them things. People, smash that like button. I'm gonna put a poll. If you've already done that, guys, welcome. Hope you guys are good. Happy Saturday, people. Happy Saturday, good people. Hope you're well. All right. All right. Guys, again, will be jumping out of here a little bit early today. I do have a dress shirt on, I need to step out to an event so I can do a little bit of dancing, you know what I mean? Yeah, people, Southgate, thank you so much for dropping that Discord link. All right, people, if you're not on Discord, go ahead and grab that link, please. I appreciate you. But yeah, thanks so much, AKS. Red Salsa, is there any release clause for Sheshko? So, I don't think there's a release clause. But whatever fee that RB Leipzig were wanting for him, there were some clubs. They're called, I don't know if they call them special clubs or something like that. There's some clubs, if they were to come and approach RB Leipzig for Sheshko, that fee that they were asking for, I think it was like 90 million or something, it will be reduced, right? Now, some people were saying, well, Newcastle bid for this guy, but the fee was not reduced. Then is Newcastle not part of those big name clubs that would come to try to get this guy? Now, we believe that United is part of those clubs where that fee can come down a little bit if he says, "Yo, I want United," and we've already put our intent out there that we want Sheshko, so that fee can come down a little bit. So, but yeah. United is a small club. Thanks. Why they can't sign anyone until the Villa? Listen, man, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. We signed two of the best goal scorers in the league last season. In case you missed it, Brian MBEUMO, Matthias Cunha. Even though we finished 15th, that should tell you something, right? And those players, they were wanted by big, the Champions League clubs. But they were like, nah, I want to go to that club that finished 15th. Come on, man. We're United, man. This is Manchester United we're talking about here, people. Kanoja, do you know W? Yeah, I do. Now, if I'm Sheshko, I look at Isak or Hoyland and decide who I want to be. You know what? Good point, right? Now, honestly, if of course, again, if you're a Sheshko, if you want to go to a steady club, stable club, Newcastle have had Eddie Howe for how many seasons? Maybe like 5 seasons or something like that. So you're gonna go to a steady environment, less pressure, perfect, right? You're gonna get your money. You're gonna play Champions League football. No aspirations of winning the Premier League, for example, right? United, yeah, if you come here, your name is going to be plastered everywhere on all the socials available. Your Instagram account automatically will skyrocket because these kids, right, with Instagram, the socials and everything, right? Your Instagram account will be through the roof. Yeah, you're going to be criticized heavily, but in 4 years or in 3 years, when we're lifting that Premier League trophy, listen, you'll be the guy to who had helped us to get there. Now that's what also why we're trying to get SESKO is because yeah, now he's not a finished product, but when we are ready to lift the trophy in 3 years, he will be that finished article, right? That's why we're, United is willing to say, hey, no, listen, we're willing to drop the cash for this kid, especially Vivel, vouching for him, like, hey, this kid is the one. Let's do whatever we can to get this kid in, right? So that's basically that's how they're thinking about it. Ollie Watkins, yeah, he's good for now. Yes, Ollie Watkins can come in now and actually be able to get us to maybe next season to Champions League because he would definitely give us at least 15 goals, right? But in 3 or 4 years, Ollie Watkins may not be the same. They would have to go and look for another striker. So, and again, the price, age. So there's a lot of factors there, right? AK77 saying Newcastle is nothing compared to United. If he chooses them, fair play, 100%. I agree. He wants to make his mark in the Champions League, but if he chooses us, the only way is up for United, right? He so love, he should love to have a challenge. Absolutely. Red Saucer, Song Hyun Min leaving Spursy. Yes, man, I saw that. Song Hyun Min is coming to the US. People, salute. Yeah, Song Hyun Min is coming to the US, man. LAFC kind of settings, right? He had offers to go to Saudi, but he was like, nah, I want to go to LA. That's what's up. Southgate, Man United 2, Aston Villa FC 0. Okay, I see that. Alex Wang is saying that no, I feel like a special club tag is something that SESKO came up with to weed out clubs that don't want him. Oh, good point. Good point, Alex. Yeah, because when you do stuff like that, but again, you're kind of limiting your market, right? Because if you do that, but again, you don't mention these clubs. You just said special clubs, right? So whenever these clubs approach RB Leipzig, it's up to him to say, nah, Newcastle ain't special. United, yeah, special. Arsenal, special. Newcastle, no. One of them. So, yeah. Let's go. Next one, yeah. Alex is saying, hey, when did Aston Villa last win a major trophy? That's funny. AK77, Son shouldn't go to MLS. He can offer his services to Champions League club. He still got it. Yeah, man, he still got it. But I think when you get to a certain age, especially these strikers, they think of the bag, right? Who's going to give them the most money and to play at a less intense league, right? So you can just come, dude. You go to LA, you're playing with, you're not going to be challenged like that. You have an instant impact at a club. So yeah, it's one of them. But yeah, I felt like he still could do something, right? At one point, I was even thinking, was it last season? I was like, listen, in January, I think last January, I was like, yo, if we need a stopgap, yeah, man, get Song Hyun Min to come in and do help us out up top, right? Southgate, yeah, go. It's good, but without Saudi, Newcastle wouldn't be Newcastle. Yeah, that's true, Alex. Yeah, that's why they're the richest club, man, because they have that oil money, right? But the problem is they cannot just splash it like that because PSR will catch on to them, right? The revenue they're bringing in is not equivalent to how much money they can spend because he has to balance, right? So yeah. Binta, what up? Hello, my brother. I'm a real United fan, and the only thing I have to say now is football is funny because we United can win the Premier League. I am Manchester United Kamara from Gambia. What's up? All the way from Gambia. What's going on, man? Listen, Binta, You know what? Yeah, football is funny like that, right? Because next season, if you look at the vibes, I don't know if you guys watched Ruben Amorim's last interview on MUTV. You can see that the vibe is changing. Like a lot of things are changing uh, on the field, but also off the field. Like the players, they're getting along more. On that interview, he said, "Yeah, he can hear the noises, right? Meaning, for example, at dinner or a lunch, whatever. In the past, like the players would eat, and then you finish eating, boom, boom. I don't know if they take their plates away, whatever, and then everybody goes to their rooms and do whatever. But now they finish eating, they sit there and wait for each other and talk, and there's laughter and all this. Like, so he was saying, you know, he obviously Ruben Amorim said he pays attention to everything, and he was saying whenever you hear the laughter, the camaraderie that's going on with the club, you see that the environment is getting better. The players are enjoying each other's company. The players are all the negativity is kind of slowly leaving, right? So all that it can help on the field as well because the players are actually getting along. They like each other, right? So yeah, it's good stuff. If you haven't checked out that interview, man, check it out. And Ruben Amorim was like, listen, one of the things he said is that, yo, I really appreciate the Ineos team and the Glazers, whatever, for actually believing him, right? Because he said, point out a manager who had the worst season ever, finished 15th, and still retained his job, right? And basically, he was like, yeah, you won't find one. Usually, if you do that badly, you will lose your job. So he appreciates them backing him, but also he knows, like, listen, next season, he has to bring back the good days again, right? Let's go. Red Saucer, that's true. Stewie A. Simpson, Manchester United. Let's go. People, listen, if you are new guys, there's a few things that you have to do. If you're just tuning in, you're just seeing us right now, we are meeting virtually. You're like, yo, who's this dude? What is he talking about? Whatever. Listen, I am Luther. This is Man United Central. I appreciate you being here. And I'm truly blessed that we met this way. So this is what you got to do. You got to smash that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that little bell notification. When we go live, you'll be notified. All right? And that's as simple as that. And of course, Tony the Great at one point is going to drop that Discord link. Join our Discord community. We're trying to build that out. That way, we can share stuff along the way, along our journey. Again, it's our road to 10,000. All right? Right now, we are what? 2,000 plus subscribers. We're going to 10,000, man. That's what we're trying to do. But yeah, welcome. Good to have you here. Let's go. Evans, what up, Evans? Good to see you, mate. I'm here, but too late. Hope your day is going well, bruh. Listen, Evans, I'm good, man. Evans, you need that notification bell. Hit it. That way, when we go live, man, you'll be notified, brother. Yes, day was good. What did I do today? My son had karate, so we did karate. And I helped him set up his live. He does live gameplay in Fortnite and stuff, so we did that. Yeah, and just basically chilled. I had to plug in a tire. I had my wife's car had a flat, so I tried to sort that one out. One of those. Yeah, but it was a chill Saturday. Didn't do much. But yeah, easy. Yeah, Son is not Son anymore. Yeah, he's not. AKS is saying signing can make and break us this season. Imagine if we get a player to take on the role of Kante. Oh, my days, yo. So before I went here, as I was getting ready, I was telling you guys I'm going to be jumping off here a little bit earlier today. I do have an event to go to, a little bit of boogieing, dancing and stuff. People, we need music and we need to dance. So I'll be heading on out. Uber will be picking me up here in a little bit. But before I was getting ready, I was watching comps of Baleba. Oh, my God. People, Baleba? If we get Baleba, brother, Oh my God, this guy is insane, insane. But yeah, we need a midfielder, 100%. That's okay. Adamus, this season will be fun to watch. I am Hakeem from Ghana. Hakeem, what up, man? GH in the house. What's up? Good to have you, man. People smash the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate you. Um, let's go. Stewie Simpson. There is no vibe that's going to change that failed system. We shall see, brother. We won 7 league games out of 27 league games under Amorim. Dude, only time will tell, right? Only time will tell, because that's how he's going to be judged with. Of course, I'm encouraged what we've seen in preseason. I want to see more tomorrow when we take on Everton, right? But he's going to be judged when we start facing, when the stuff hits the fan, right? Arsenal is in 3 weeks. We're going to be facing Arsenal. So listen, only time will tell, right? We're seeing good things now, but we need, starting with Arsenal, to put that marker, to put that statement out there, like, yo, this is not that United. This is a different United, right? So we're hoping to see that. Yes, it. It's okay. Oh, there you go, Stevie. Yep, I saw that. Alex Wang. I mean, what happened to City's 1.15? Yeah, I don't know about that, man. That's crazy. Tony, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, Tony. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just catching up on the messages, man. Good to see you, Tony. Thank you for being here. Royal Belgium. Hello, all the way from Belgium. Welcome, welcome, Royal Belgium, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Stewie saying Ange Postecoglou beat Amorim 3 times in 6 months, including Europa League. Yes, please don't remind us of that, man. Simpson, don't remind us of that. That was a disgrace. It's not going to happen again. It is not. Those days are over. All right, we're putting a line across it. We're going to try to forget, but we're not going to forgive, right? Because that was a criminal offenses, right, for our players. They cannot allow that to happen ever again. Tony, welcome. Yeah, Tony's in the house, man. Tony's in the house. All good. All is good. What's cooking, mate? That's what's up. Kipogi. Sir, I am watching you live from Freetown, Sierra Leone. What's up? That's what's up, man. West Africa. And I'm a Manchester United fan forever. My worry is to have a striker in time to smash Arsenal. Listen, brother, Sar. Listen, brother Sar. First of all, did you already smash the like button? Did you already subscribe? Did you already hit that notification bell? All right, welcome, man. Welcome, another African brother. But yeah, listen, don't worry. Arsenal, they're there for the taking. Listen, Tottenham, they beat Arsenal. All right, Arsenal, they're one-dimensional. When we lock down Saka, he's going to stop those crosses to Gyökeres. Like we can see in that Tottenham game, Arsenal's strategy was to get as many corners as possible, and still they failed to beat Tottenham's. So, yeah, Arsenal, I think we're going to beat them. And usually, you know, guys, listen, one thing that should give you confidence is whenever we face these big boys like Arsenal, we always step up our game. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. Right now, we're seeing the energy that this lot gave to Bournemouth, gave to West Ham, and we're going to see the energy tomorrow again against Aston Villa. Imagine the adrenaline and the fire they'll be having within themselves when they face Arsenal. Come on, man. Yeah. Now, of course, it would be great if SESKO is in town, because SESKO, it would be crazy that the two strikers, like we wanted Gyökeres, and now he's on Arsenal, and then they wanted SESKO. He's with us. So it'll be interesting if those two can face each other, but we shall see. Yeah, AK-77 just got back from CIS in lower birthday gathering. Now chilling with all you people. That's what's up, Tony. That's what's up, man. I hope you guys had a good time at sister-in-law. All right. What time did the gathering start? Because those type of gatherings, I can imagine, you guys were there probably at like at noon, and then right. Yeah, whenever you have the in-laws and stuff like sister-in-law, yeah, usually you go there, and the weather wasn't too crazy, so I bet it was a good time. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Tony, Nemanja, what up? Good to see you, man. United 3, Arsenal 1. Calling it now, right? Nemanja is like, I don't care. I'm gonna call it now. Put it on record. Save it. Screenshot it. Whatever. I'm calling it now. United 3, Arsenal 1. Can you imagine? Can you imagine AFTV and them, the amount of the way they're gonna break down the amount of videos you're gonna get for them to be pissed off? Because honestly, I cannot. I keep on watching some of these videos of them going all crazy for getting beaten by Tottenham. It's just good TV, man. Good TV. Let's get. Alex is saying we didn't get. We don't want you, anyways. Yeah, definitely, Tony. Thanks. Yep. LFG, Nemanja, let's go. Siri Simpson. I'm realistic about Amorim. I am not going to get swept up by the poetic words. I want to see results. Hey, listen, Simpson, we all do, brother. We all do. We want to see results, right? Even Amorim himself, he's not delusional, whatever. He was saying when he was walking in the Chicago streets, some of the fans were like, chanting his name. They were showing this huge support, and he understands that he hasn't earned that support, right? We had the worst season ever, but these fans still believe in him, right? Now, how does he repay them? Is on that field by giving us results. So he knows that, right? And I have a feeling with this team, man. The way we were able to dispatch Bournemouth, I know preseason, but imagine now you're throwing Cunha in there, you're throwing MBEUMO in there. I mean, yeah, we just need to remind ourselves that last season, Bournemouth, West Ham, they finished above us, right? So definitely those are good wins. We need, let's go. We need Baleba more than SESKO. 100%. 100%. We need Baleba more than SESKO. Yeah, but it's one of those. He's not on our radar. It is crazy. He's not on our radar, man. Alex is saying we need Eddie and Donnarumma. Yeah. Predicted lineup goes. Let's go, people. Yeah. AKS 97, on point, on time, always. People, do me a favor. Give us your predicted lineup for tomorrow's game against Everton, where we're going to lift the first trophy, people. We're going to lift. We're going to do this. People will see our armpits, We're going to do this. So, yeah. Give us your predicted lineup. AKS 97 is going to go with Bayern Deer, Euro, Delicht, Heaven. Leon, Ugarte, Menu, Ahmad, Bruno, MBEUMO, Hoyland. I'm not sure if Cunha is fit. Cunha is going to be fit. Cunha is going to be fit. I saw some of those training videos. He looked fit. So, Emi and Donnarumma, yeah, we need some outgoings. Yeah. What gives me hope is the fact that we do not need outgoings in order for us to bring in the likes of SESKO, right? And reports are saying that we have we do have enough money to be able to cover the SESKO, to bring in SESKO, right? Even though we signed MBEUMO and Cunha, right? All that, plus we do have the money for SESKO, right? So this is good. So we do have the money to do all that. It'd still be within the PSR, right? So we're not going to be in trouble. People, drop in your prediction lineup for tomorrow's game. Mine is going to go like this. I think tomorrow, I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go again with Bayern Deer. My back three, again, I think I'm going to start Luke Shaw. I'm going to start Luke Shaw, Delete, and Euro, right? Luke Shaw, Delete, and Euro. And then midfield 2, it's going to be Bruno and Ugarte. And then Dogu starts on the left, the usual. Dude, I'm so excited about Dogu. I want to see more of Dogu. Like, dude, you know how we're excited to see Cunha, we're excited to see MBEUMO. I want to see more of Dogu, right? So Dogu is going to start on that left-hand side. All right, on my right wing back, I think we're going to go with Ahmad. And then MBEUMO, right 10, Cunha, left 10, up top. Rasmus. Yes, sir. That's what we're gonna do. Guys, let me know what's your predicted lineup for tomorrow. And the scoreline: United 3, Everton 1. That's what we're gonna do. Right? Oh, you know what? Oh, Mbeumo is playing, so could he be like a 6? No, I'm not gonna go crazy. I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna do 4. I'm gonna change that to 4-1. It's gonna be like a 4-1 kind of situation. I think we're gonna go crazy. Yeah, 4-1 score prediction. Let me know, people. So here, say Gold Man United. We are coming back like the wounded lion. Let's go. That's what's up, sir. I like that. And Man United fan, Luther. I'm going to be honest. I hope David De Gea proves United wrong because because they messed up and selling him. I'm a United fan. How is he going to prove us wrong when we face him against Fiorentina? Dude, David De Gea, he is our club legend, right? When he steps onto that field at Old Trafford, the whole place will go wild, right? The whole place will go wild because we did not give him a proper send-off. He's a club legend. So it was we know it was a mistake to sell the Gea, but the problem is, you know how had he stayed, he will be one of those players with these crazy wages, like over 300, and that is something that we were trying to get away from, right? And listen, De Gea he's good, but he also had some mistakes in him. He was not a ball playing goalkeeper, back passes and all that. I always had like anxiety whenever he got some back passes, right? But shot stopping, incredible. But yeah, dude, I'll take De Gea right now back in a heartbeat over Onana. So it's one of them. I hope we keep a clean sheet tomorrow. So I'm going with 3-0. That's what's up, dude. I wouldn't be mad if we see the heat is on once again, right? Hashtag heat on, right? It'll be great. Simpson, we need to get rid of Sancho, Garnacho, Anthony, and the Malasia to free up more funds. Yeah, man, we do. That is it's priority, right? To get rid of those lot. But we're gonna work on it. Yes. People, Tony, dropped right there. Please give us your predicted lineup. Nemanja is saying that the way we played one touch passing through the middle of the pitch against Bournemouth, and the way we transitions using our fullbacks and wide players was amazing to watch. That's what I'm talking about, man. The players are playing with some swag. They're playing like they finally realized, we can actually play football, and it was the same players, right? From the players who fumbled the European final, right? With Tottenham. So, I think tomorrow we're going to see some good football as well. The score is 4-0 in my favor. That's what's up. Andokia Luther said, hi, what up, Andokia? Is it really Andokia Luther? That's funny. Stewie is saying that this is what I hate about the system. We play with 2 midfielders, okay? A game of football is won and lost in the midfield, yes. And we continue to play with 2 midfielders, which leaves us exposed to V3 in the midfield. So that two midfielder part, the way it's supposed to work is one of our center backs, one of our back three center backs, they're supposed to step into that midfield spot to give the coverage. Because what is, if you play with two, you have Bruno and Ugarte, for example. If Bruno vacates that spot to go in attack when we have the ball, one of our three center backs need to step into that midfield to play as a midfield role, right? And that's how his system works. Now, the only midfielders that can do that, you need someone with pace, because if you step into the midfield and we are attacking, if we lose the ball, you need to be able to get back quickly. Lenny Yoro can do that. Licha can do that. Heaven can probably do that as well, but not Maguire, right? So basically, his system is like that. And our center backs, they're not drilled enough knowing that, like to understand when to step into the midfield, when to drop back. That is, it's a tough situation, right? But basically, that's how Ruben Amorim wants to play. One of the back three center backs steps into the midfield and makes them to cover that gap. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but when it works, right? It worked, obviously, in Sporting. Now, the Premier League is a whole different monster. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see, man. But it will be very important if we were to get, for example, like a player like a Baleba with legs for days and energy. That dude, he can cover a lot of that space, right? So it's one of those. So that's why a midfield is very important, just as important as a striker. As a striker is important, but I think midfielder is really, like, I don't know if a midfielder is more important than a striker right now, because honestly, Cunha and MBEUMO, they're going to bring us goals, right? So we got goals coming in. So, but the midfield is still open. So I don't know if I would like to plug in the midfield and then go for the striker. So use the money that we have, plug the midfield, and then whatever is left, go for the striker. That way, okay, the midfield is locked down, and then go for the striker, because we actually brought in goals already from Cunha and MBEUMO, right? And then even if Rasmus stays, he can give us, I don't know, 8 goals or something, 10 goals. Yeah, it's one of those. Let's go. You're saying Tendai Parwa, that ship has sailed. What ship is that? I missed it. I will say Manchester United 5, Everton 2. Oh wow, Alex Wang. And our first meal, is it going to be Asna? Please, Lord, please make it happen. Make it happen, please, God, please. We want Asna. We want that. It'll be great. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much chess we're gonna have if we smash Arsenal? It would be crazy. You know what? If we smash Arsenal, there are gonna be some people out there starting to think, you know what, we could actually go all the way for, no, forget about that. Sonar, hi, I am from Papua. Papua, is it New Guinea? Is it from Papua New Guinea? Let me know. Welcome. What time, people? Let me know where you're watching from and what time is it. I always find that interesting. So welcome, people. I am Luther. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is Man United Central. Simpson is saying that Dave, I have more confidence in you than Onana. That's funny. Let's go. Luther, Man United versus Everton 4-1. Alex Wang, hey, Chelsea, we have almost half a dozen players for you. I know that'll be great. Chelsea, come on, man. Let's go. Tony's lineup goes like this. He has hit on goal, Euro, De Ligt, Heaven, Dogu, Bruno, Ugarte, Ahmad, the MBEUMO, and Cunha, Rasmus. That's what's up. Next option, Sue. What's up? Tony Tony says it's going to be 3-1. United. Let's go. Kenny Fan TV. What's going on, Kenny? Good to see you, brother. I see us beating Everton 4-1, and a clean sheet would be a bonus. That's what's up, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. You got to give us your lineup, brother. Give us your lineup, Kenny. People, make sure you go to my brother Kenny Fan TV. Go ahead and hit him with the subscribe. Hit him with the follow. He's doing his thing over there. All right, that's what's up. Nemanja, the hair reflects his in time of flawless. Yeah, the hair was incredible. Kenny Fan TV. Problem is Bruno being chaotic, not the system. So Amorim needs to make the Bruno experiment work. Kenny Fan TV, 100% facts. If the Bruno's experiment of him playing deeper in that midfield 2, if it doesn't work, and we're sitting, I don't know, 10th by Christmas or something like that, then yeah, that is an experiment, a huge failure. But I think in the last game, I saw Bruno was trying to be more disciplined, right? I didn't really see him trying to ping those Hollywood balls as much, right? He kind of stayed somewhat in position, but again, it's tough for Bruno. But even for Bruno, he needs to tell himself, dude, listen, right now, you don't have to be the guy to do everything. And even the manager, Ruben Amorim, said that. Bruno gets frustrated, and then he vacates his responsibilities because he wants to do everything, because the other people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But now, with having the likes of MBEUMO and Cunha, creative players around him, maybe he will feel like, you know what, let me relinquish some of these responsibilities, because I do have other players who can help me with it. So we shall see. We shall see. Adrian, Red Devils, what up? Welcome. Simpson, I was screaming at my TV for Harry Maguire to set up when Bournemouth was attacking, and they ended up scoring. I see what you're saying. Harry Maguire kept retreating. No, man, what are you talking about? Harry Maguire was not, when Bournemouth scored, it was It was deflected. It wasn't Harry Maguire. If that's what you're talking about, in case I missed something. Alex, and then Chelsea going to be like, hey, Arsenal, we have some players for you. Please take them. I know, right? That's crazy. Let's go. Simpson, Alex Wang, and shut down Corres. Mikel Rodrigo, Visca Barca. Yeah. What's up, Barca? Kenny Fan, I am not going to be carried away even when we beat Arsenal. Of course, but it's going to feel good, brother. It's going to feel good. We're not going to get carried away, but it's going to feel good. Mikel Rodrigo, all the way from Brazil. Hello, welcome. People, smash that like button, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right? Nemanja, what is your top, my brother, or on us being linked with Barca 22-year-old Fermin Lopez? Dude, okay. So Nemanja brings in a very good point about Fermin Lopez. Dude, we're not going to get Fermin. Fermin Lopez is a baller. I just watched earlier Fabrizio Romano's last update. He's saying that there's really no, if I understood it correct, there's really no any communication or anything going on with Fermin Lopez, right? So there's really no links or anything, no talks, nothing like that. Now, of course, Man United, we're always linked with everybody, but yeah, that Fermin Lopez links, they're not legit. So yeah, it's like that. Hamza, he's saying that, yeah, Mazraoui, man, Mazraoui, I don't know what is the injury, man. He's Mazraoui and Xerxes. It looks like they've missed basically this preseason, right? Which is pretty sad. That means as we're starting the Premier League, they won't be fit to start. So it's one of those that's gonna be, it kind of sucks. It's 7:45 p.m. All right, that's what's up. Backline, Heaven, Delicht, and Euro. Nemanja says, all right. Uh, People, Tony the Great just dropped the link for the Discord. Go ahead and grab it, please. I would appreciate it. And please join our Discord community. We are trying to build that out. So let's see what else is going on, people. I do have. All right, people, I'm going to be jumping out of here in the next few minutes. All right, Fabrizio Romano, as of 2 hours ago, it says that we are entering a crucial. Fabrizio Romano is saying we're entering crucial hours for Benjamin Sesko. The agent of Sesko is in Leipzig. Full focus on Sesko now. So the agent went over there to say, listen, dude, we got offers that came in. We got to make a decision, right? You got to decide Newcastle or United, right? So Fabrizio is saying that Manchester United have made it clear to Leipzig again on Saturday that they will send a bid if Sesko opens the doors to joining them, right? So Manchester United, they're very clear. We will put in a bid. We need his words out of his mouth saying, I only want United, 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 right? I think Manchester United, this strategy, they've used it with Cunha, they've used it with MBEUMO. It works because it gives them time to negotiate because the player says, yo, I only want United. But when you do that, you lock yourself in because if we cannot come to an agreement, then you are like stuck. Newcastle will be gone, and then you have to stay there at Leipzig. Now, from what we heard earlier is Benjamin Sesko was not in the game today. That they had a preseason game to play. He was not part of that team because he has already told his fellow players and whatever that he is leaving. You know what I mean? Benjamin Jacobs, as far this is from 6 hours ago, he's saying that Leipzig have rejected Newcastle's 75 plus 5 bid for Sesko. 75 million fixed fee met their quoted valuation, but overall package not deemed acceptable in terms of both total and structure, right? Ben Jacobs again is saying that Leipzig not yet dropping their demands from when Arsenal were working on their transfer before Victor Gyökeres, right? Manchester United yet to bid, but remain in the race, having held club-to-club talks and player talks, right? So United, we're in there. Leipzig hoping, and some sources say they're waiting for Manchester United's offer to create a competitive tension, right? So Leipzig, they're hoping that Man United, they're going to jump in because of Newcastle's bid, and then they can start that back and forth madness, right? Sesko has still not, as of Saturday afternoon, indicated to either club which one he prefers to join, despite reports from Slovenia. We were talking about that yesterday, where reports from Slovenia, they were like, yo, he decided to join Newcastle. So that's, again, reports are saying he has not decided where he's going to end up, right? Again, prior to Newcastle's bid, there were some fears within the club that Sesko was holding out for Manchester United, right? So this is from Ben Jacobs and Alex Crook. So listen, it is all going off. All right, people, listen, I'm going to end it here, guys. I just got a ping that the Uber is pulling up shortly. I'm out of here. People, you guys are legends. People, tomorrow we're going to do a watch along for the United Everton. Please stop by. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much, people. You guys are legend. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, people. Peace.